Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I want to talk about something deeply personal, yet universal. Why putting God first is the foundation for a meaningful and purposeful life. This isn't about religion or denomination. It's about acknowledging the Creator and aligning our lives with a higher purpose. When you put God first, your perspective shifts. You begin to see life not as a series of random events, but as a journey guided by grace, purpose, and divine order. Let me share 4 key principles to inspire you to make this choice every day. Seek a higher purpose and go after it with all your heart and spirit. Putting God first is not a one-time decision. It's a daily commitment. It's waking up every morning and saying, God, guide me. Use me. Let my life honor you. When you make this choice, you'll find that everything else falls into place. Not always perfectly, but purposefully. You'll walk with confidence, knowing that no matter what happens, you're anchored in something eternal. And so, with all of that out of the way, I want to thank you for your time. So today, I challenge you. Take a step of faith. Put God first. And watch how your life transforms. Transform your life by bearing your fruits. Transform your life by bearing your fruits. Transform your life by bearing your fruits. Transform your life by bearing. Putting God first serves as the foundation for true fulfillment because it connects us to a purpose greater than ourselves. When you make God the center of your life, you discover a peace and contentment that material wealth, accolades, or worldly success can never provide. These external pursuits, though tempting and often celebrated, are temporary. They can bring fleeting moments of happiness, but leave a void that only a deeper connection to the Creator can fill. This spiritual foundation provides a sense of wholeness that transcends circumstances. Whether you're experiencing moments of joy or seasons of hardship, putting God first grounds you in a peace that remains steady. It's a peace that doesn't depend on external conditions, but comes from knowing you are deeply loved, guided, and valued by the one who created you. Furthermore, when God is your foundation, your priorities align with eternal values rather than fleeting desires. You start to see your choices, actions, and relationships through the lens of purpose and meaning. The way you spend your time, the way you treat others, and even the way you face challenges begin to reflect this alignment. It's no longer about chasing after temporary gains, but about living a life that honors the Creator and fulfills the deeper calling placed on your heart. In essence, putting God first transforms your perspective and your priorities. It's not about abandoning dreams or ambitions, but ensuring they are rooted in something eternal and meaningful. True fulfillment is found not in what you accumulate or achieve, but in the unshakable peace and purpose that come from a life anchored in God. End quote. When you put God first, it brings clarity to your decision-making process because you align your choices with divine wisdom and purpose. Life is full of complex decisions, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed when relying solely on personal judgment. However, when you prioritize God, you invite His guidance into your life, which provides direction, even in the most uncertain situations. God's wisdom is timeless and far-reaching, offering insights that go beyond what we can see or understand. By turning to prayer, meditation, or scripture, you tap into a source of guidance that transcends human limitations. These practices allow you to pause, reflect, and seek a perspective that is rooted in eternal truths, rather than fleeting emotions or external pressures. Additionally, putting God first shifts your focus from immediate gratification to long-term purpose. It helps you evaluate your options through the lens of values such as integrity, compassion, and service. This shift often leads to decisions that not only benefit you, but also positively impact others and honor God's greater plan. When you prioritize God, you also become more patient and willing to trust His timing. Not every decision will have an immediate answer, but faith in God allows you to move forward with confidence, knowing that He is working all things for good. This trust minimizes anxiety and fear, replacing it with peace and assurance that you are walking the right path. Ultimately, putting God first in decision-making empowers you to act with clarity, confidence, and purpose, knowing that you are aligning your life with a higher calling. Remember, this is a time of year when we genuinely care about others. When you put God first, you gain unparalleled strength in times of adversity. Life is full of challenges, moments when the weight of the world feels unbearable, and giving up seems like the only option. However, when your life is centered on God, you draw from a wellspring of strength that is far greater than your own. And that means you cannot be crushed, and that means you cannot be defeated, and that means you cannot be left in the dust, and that means you cannot evade tasks from a wellspring of strength that is far greater than your own. Faith in God also transforms the way you view adversity. Instead of seeing obstacles as insurmountable barriers, you begin to see them as opportunities for growth and reliance on Him. The challenges that once felt like setbacks now become setups for breakthroughs, as God works through every situation to strengthen your character and deepen your faith. Furthermore, putting God first gives you the courage to persevere. The knowledge that God is with you, fighting on your behalf, instills a resilience that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. Even in your weakest moments, you find strength in His promises and His unwavering love. Today, I have the pleasure of sharing some of God's grace with you to celebrate Valentine's Day as the nation's Healthcare Awards Day. Ultimately, God doesn't just provide strength, He transforms adversity into a testament of His power and faithfulness. By putting Him first, you not only overcome challenges, but emerge from them stronger, more compassionate, and more deeply connected to your purpose. This strength in adversity becomes a light for others, showing them what's possible when God is at the center of your life. When you put God first, your life becomes an inspiration to others. Living with God at the center doesn't just transform you, it radiates outward, influencing those around you in profound ways. Your actions, attitude, and resilience begin to reflect the values and peace that come from a life anchored in divine purpose. Your ability to maintain peace and joy, even in challenging circumstances, is another testament to the power of putting God first. In a world often marked by stress and uncertainty, this calm demeanor stands out. It prompts others to wonder what gives you such strength and stability, opening the door for meaningful conversations about faith. Additionally, your willingness to serve and uplift others demonstrates God's love in action. When you prioritize God, you naturally become more generous with your time, resources, and encouragement. This selflessness inspires others to look beyond their own needs and consider how they can make a positive impact. Finally, your life becomes a testimony of hope. By sharing your journey, your struggles, triumphs, and the role God has played, you encourage others to seek their own relationship with Him. It's not about preaching, it's about living in a way that reflects God's love and grace so vividly that others can't help but be drawn to it. In the end, putting God first doesn't just change your life, it changes the lives of those around you. Through your example, you become a beacon of hope, integrity, and love, inspiring others to pursue a higher purpose and draw closer to God.